Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is TVS News at 5, and let us begin with our top stories for today. Rabies cases in the state are increasing at an alarming rate. Deputy Premier Datuk Seri Dr. Sim Kui Hyun said statistics this year showed 6 human rabies cases with 4 deaths, 1 each in Sibu, Kanawit, Siburan and Bintulu.
Until now. And March is just the beginning of. So it's basically the 2 months of.
4 deaths and 2 survive.
2 survive.
How the 2 can survive? They get liver vaccine.
Because the doctors try very hard, and also I don't have the status of how well they survive. Because they impact the brain. The survivor, right? It's like one of the Syrian cases, right? Is basically lifelong. Someone need to look after them. Cannot eat, cannot clean themselves. So it's the survivor is not something that you think that you can out and running again. So it's still with severe disability.
Meanwhile, Dr. Sim also revealed that there is a concern about the increase in rabies cases in the state between January to March this year. Citing data from the Department of Veterinary Services Sarawak, the state recorded 2,210 cases between January 1st, 2023 and March 5th, 2023, with dogs numbering 1,205 cases, cats 985 cases, and other animals 20 cases. As such, he, who is also the Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, advised the public to take dog bites seriously and to ensure dog owners vaccinate their dogs, while they themselves are also encouraged to get the vaccination.
During the early rabies, because we want to quickly get under control, then we put in extra efforts. We put in extra efforts to do some even door-to-door. The door-to-door in Patakawa, right, take 3 months to cover just Patakawa. So can you imagine, right? You want to cover the whole Sarawak. So we tell everybody that you cannot be selfish. You cannot. How would you feel if your dog has rabies and bite your friends and your friends die? Whose responsibility is that? You'll be very kind that the other people don't sue you. That's why it comes back down to you must take responsibility yourself.
For the record, 514 animals were vaccinated this year, comprising 492 dogs and 22 cats. Furthermore, Dr. Sim revealed that since the rabies outbreak, which was first detected in Sarawak in 2017, there have been 48 deaths.
Now, Kuching City is set to host the Asia for Animals AFA Sarawak Conference 2023, which will last for 4 days from October 11th to 18th this year at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK. Deputy Premier Datuk Seri Dr. Sim Kui Hyun said the conference aims to promote animal welfare and wildlife management in the Asia-Pacific region.
Dr. Sim added that AFA 2023 has a comprehensive program that covers a wide range of animal welfare topics. Dr. Sim was speaking to reporters on the sidelines after attending a press conference of the Asia for Animals Sarawak Conference 2023 at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK on Monday, March 6. Among others present at the press conference were Sarawak Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, SSPCA, President Datin Dona Druri, Kuching Hall DBKU Mayor Datuk Junadi Redwan, and Kuching South City Council MBKS Mayor Datuk Wee Hong Seng. Adding to that, Dr. Sim said the conference theme Education and Engagement Bring Change is a platform to engage in constructive dialogue and explore innovative solutions to animal welfare challenges.
The Ministry of Education MOE plans to update and review existing guidelines on the building of new schools to expedite their construction, the Dewan Rakyat was told today. Deputy Education Minister Lim Hui Ying said that based existing guidelines, the review was necessary as the construction of a school can take between 5 to 10 years. She added that the MOE obtains input and suggestions for school construction through an application by the State Education Department, following which an analysis would be carried out based on the planning guidelines for urban and rural community facilities.
Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia sentiasa berusaha secara berterusan dalam memastikan penyediaan kemudahan sekolah adalah mencukupi bagi keperluan masyarakat setempat. Untuk maklumat ahli yang berhormat, dalam usaha merancang pembinaan sekolah baharu, KPM mendapatkan input dan cadangan pembinaan sekolah melalui permohonan oleh Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri. Seterusnya, KPM melaksanakan analisis keperluan secara terperinci berdasarkan garis panduan perancangan kemudahan masyarakat bandar dan desa Semenanjung Malaysia daripada Plan Malaysia Kementerian Pembangunan Kerajaan Tempatan KPKT tahun 2022. Selain daripada kesediaan tapak atau tanah, perkara lain yang diambil kira adalah bilangan dan kapasiti sekolah sedia ada yang berhampiran, kepadatan penduduk di kawasan sekitar, liputan kawasan tadahan penduduk catchment area dengan izin serta perancangan pembangunan kawasan tersebut berdasarkan perbincangan bersama-sama pihak berkuasa tempatan PBT. Untuk maklumat ahli yang berhormat, pihak KPM sedang melaksanakan projek pembinaan baharu SK-UK Sungai Sering di kawasan Bukit Antarabangsa yang melibatkan pembinaan 30 bilik darjah dan kemudahan lain yang berkaitan. Projek ini telah diluluskan dalam RMK 10 namun tidak dapat dilaksanakan dan disambung semula dalam tempoh RMK 11 dan 12 disebabkan oleh pertukaran tapak. Tapak asal projek ini berada di kawasan cerun berskala 3 yang memerlukan tambahan kos penahan cerun dan tidak sesuai untuk pembinaan sekolah. Oleh yang demikian, pada tahun 2018, KPM telah mengenal pasti cadangan tapak baharu bagi pembinaan sekolah ini. Tapak baharu yang merupakan tanah serahan pemaju ini telah diluluskan permohonan pemberi milikan tapak kepada Pesuruhjaya Tanah Persekutuan PTP dan kini dalam proses untuk mendapatkan geran.
Welcome back. The swift action of federal and state agencies for mitigating flash floods in Johor Bahru has gained the praise of Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, adding that they were fast in evacuation efforts and giving aid to those stranded at home, cautioning that Sarawak might face floods and wanted similar proactive and fast action to be emulated.
Tapi kalau kena banjir ini akan katanya melanda ke Sarawak dalam masa singkat. Kita doa mudah-mudahan dapat dihindari malapetaka yang lebih besar. Tapi saya mahu tindakan yang sama atau lebih baik seperti mana sudah lakukan di negeri dan yang saya saksikan sendiri di Johor. Ya. Malahkan saya pendekkan sikit lawatan ke Johor tu, tentunya ada cara ini. Tapi kerana saya rasa alhamdulillah they are doing very well. And I'm extremely proud of the performance of the entire team, including the NGOs yang terlibat. Untuk Sarawak ini TPM akan selaraskan. Kalau apa-apa masalah dan salahnya, salah dia lah. Tapi saya percaya kita dapat kekalkan prestasi-prestasi itu.
Anwar gave his assurance that the flood mitigation projects nationwide worth 600 million ringgit will be expedited and commence in June this year. He said the tendering process shall be done soonest, considering that flood issue as a recurring problem. The increase in the civil servants' salary scheme will be the government's priority when the country's income has improved. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said in the current situation, the increase in the salary scheme could not be implemented this month. Anwar, who is also Finance Minister, said this at the monthly assembly with the staff of the Prime Minister's department in Putrajaya today.
Tapi insyaAllah hari Khamis dalam penggulungan, bagi pihak rakan-rakan Jemaah Menteri, saya akan gulung bagi pihak JPM dan Kewangan selain daripada yang telah dibuat oleh Menteri-Menteri. Saya akan berikan beberapa gambaran yang sangat positif, yang baik. Ya, dari segi hasil kita, dari segi pendapatan negara, dari segi jumlah pelaburan yang real. Ya. Ini bukan MOU. Ya.
Now, Sabah's largest domestic supplier and transporter of natural gas, Sabah Energy Corporation Sdn Bhd, or SEC, has signed multiple natural gas sales agreements, GSAs, and a heads of agreement, HOA, with major investors in the state. Sabah Chief Minister Datuk Seri Haji Noor said with these signings, SEC is now playing an integral role in supporting the growth of industries and economic development in Sabah. Haji was glad to note the state government's effort to play a lead role in the gas industry through its wholly owned company. SEC is now bearing fruit following the signing of the agreement with Petronas in October last year, giving the SEC selected downstream gas pipeline assets and supply of natural gas contracts. SEC is also expected to take over the natural gas pipeline from Petronas beginning of April 1st this year. The first agreement was a long-term gas sales agreement, GSA, between SEC with SPH Kibing Solar New Materials M Sdn Bhd for their silica sand processing and solar panel manufacturing project. SPH Kibing is investing 2 billion ringgit in Sabah, which is expected to bring huge benefits to the state in terms of an increase in foreign direct investment, about 1,800 employment opportunities for Sabahans, and other tangible economic spin-offs. SEC also inked an agreement with SK Nexilis Malaysia Sdn Bhd, a leading manufacturer of copper foil for batteries and flexible copper-clad laminate for the display parts industry. The company's investment of 4.2 billion ringgit in building its first overseas copper foil manufacturing facility at the Kota Kinabalu Industrial Park KKIP is part of Sabah's efforts to promote non-power sector industries in the state and position the state as a hub for electric vehicle EV components. Another was with sales heads O2F agreement with Petronas Gas Berhad subsidiary RGTLD for the supply of natural gas. Through this long-term gas supply agreement, SEC will undertake the role of a gas supplier to the recently announced 230 million ringgit plant project at Sipitang Oil and Gas Industrial Park SOGIP in Sipitang. The plant, targeted to be completed in the first quarter of 2026, will play an integral role as the sole energy supplier to the state's first nearshore 2 million tons per annum MTPA floating liquefied natural gas facility. Onto some global affairs. Pakistani police on Sunday served arrest warrants to former Prime Minister Imran Khan to ensure his appearance in court on charges of misusing his office to sell state gifts. The Election Commission of Pakistan had in October found the 70-year-old cricket hero turned politician guilty of unlawful selling gifts from foreign dignitaries.
The Federal Investigation Agency then filed charges against him in an anti-graft court, which last week issued the arrest warrants after Khan failed to appear in court despite repeated summons. Khan has been demanding a snap election since his ouster from office in a parliamentary vote early last year, a demand that was rejected by his successor Shehbaz Sharif. Former PM Khan led countrywide protest campaigns to press for an early vote last year and was shot at and wounded at one of the rallies. Referring to his absence from court and the shooting incident, Khan said on Sunday, quote, "The police know there is a threat against my life," adding that the courts did not provide adequate security. Khan's aide, Fawad Chaudhry, said he could not be arrested because he had a secured protective bail from a high court. Chaudhry said the government wanted to sow political chaos and avoid an early election by arresting the former premier, who was still popular among the country's youth and urban voters. Islamabad police said in a statement that when Khan was not found at his residence in Lahore, they served the arrest warrants. Khan is required to appear in court on March 7, and if he fails to do so, police will be required to arrest him and present him to court.
And that's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. I'm Muhammad Yusuf. Have a good day ahead.